This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa and beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a minute ago, it was Jameis Winston leading his Buccaneers out of the tunnel. They're on their feet here in Tampa as the Bucs get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Now it's Wilson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Jameis now on first down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, it's Jones. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
third down, Winston. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Let's have a look at the defensive starters for New Orleans. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Winston from the gun on third down. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now it's Wilson. And they'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down, Winston. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Gets it to Meredith, complete. Finding room inside the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher. Guys trying to get to the football.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and then get it done. Touchdown.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Wilson. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Back to it after the pick six. Winston. Evans has it left side. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll make our score 14-7. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Throw left side taken in by Meredith. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Second down, Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lloyd. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 14-7 is the score. We'll return to Tampa after this message. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Catch here, left side, Thomas. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And again, it's Bridgewater. Busts through the tackle, escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 46 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready, blue ready.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Ready, flag,
From the red zone now, Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
ready, flag 25.
Play action now, Winston. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. It was pretty evident in reading everything, hearing these guys talk, that this was a deal they wanted to get done. They know how valuable he is to this team.
Absolutely a key component to what they do and what they do well. And if they want to continue to have success in the future, they knew they needed him, and they got the deal done.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Ready, blue ready.
From the gun, Winston. He's going to go up top for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Whoosh. And now running right through it. gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. 57 yards. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And they'll run it here. And some room to maneuver. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Again, this is Kamara. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. Throw for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Give
it to him right up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Teddy Bridgewater, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Black 25 to hunt.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Winston now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
4 down. Ready. White 25.
Again, it's Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On 1st and 10, Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again with Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ken Crawley. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. At the 16-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start up in the Twin Cities. Minnesota playing host to NFC North rival Green Bay. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's head over to New Era Field to see what's happening with the Bills. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Ravens. In our game, it's Teddy Bridgewater with a standout first half. His guys have a 3-touchdown lead as we're about ready to go into the second half. And to get you through it, we give it back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They start the second half with Kamara. Oh, what a move. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
On the ground, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Second down, Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Bridgewater. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Throwing is Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up 2nd down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He'll get it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
We got three. We got 20. Hey, watch number 5.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. Oh, no. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Lutz now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Ready, flag 22. Let's go.
Again, it's Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long.
Ready, flag 22 set.
Third and long for Winston. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. It's the Colts who have the lead there. Jacoby Brissett, a couple of touchdown passes thus far. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10.
Watch that in, tight end's right. Tight end's right. Winnie.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Again, it's Kamara. Powers ahead at the 45. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. The offense on third down tonight, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. They're looking at third and a few inches.
50. Delta.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Kamara. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Bridgewater steps away to his left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Saints on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 7. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Ready. Blue 80. Boys, head up.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go now. Ready.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Let's go now. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Ready. Black 22. Where do we go?
Now Jameis on second down. Guys man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Ready. Blue 80.
Jameis to throw it. He's got Evans. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready. Blue 80.
A first down throw for Winston. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing, Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Ready. Black 22 set.
Throwing again. Winston on second and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. The Bucks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Ready. Black 22.
They'll throw again. Winston. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him and the quarterback, because both of them should have seen that room that was available, that space. Stop your route a little bit shorter, put it on him, and let him turn and get upfield.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Saints on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is third down and 12. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And they get to Bridgewater. Bridgewater taken down in the end zone for a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Fielded at the 20. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. From the gun, Winston. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Ready, blue ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Where's that?
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the 1st.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot, letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Jameis now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ready, black 22.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, ready, blue ready. Where's that?
Jameis again. And now here's another interception. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's a biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question. What game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Bridgewater now on second down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
3 down. Hey, back 20. Go Delta. 56. Go Delta. Yeah, right there, 56.
To throw, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Here's Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll go on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
Ready? Black 22.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Delta. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Josh Hill, was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a alley to run. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That's it, baby.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Saints on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Bridgewater here to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Bridgewater now. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
All right, partner, this is where I strip sack kind of came into vogue, where defenders were taught not just to make the tackle, but do that little extra, try and jostle the arm of the runner and knock it free. That's what we just saw there.
A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Ready? Blue lady. Where's that up?
To throw is Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Winston. The man has got it. It's complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Let's go now. Ready? Blue lady. 3.
One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for New Orleans, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.